Welcome everyone here at CCHA, also known as Clinton County Historical Museum. Here in Clinton County, in Plattsburgh, upstate New York, in the North Country that we all love and we call it our home. Today, we have a special guest, like I always say, but we really have a special guest. Our guest is Mr. Mayor of Plattsburgh, Wendell Hughes. Or as he say, I won't say it, I'm going to let him say it now. And I hope he makes me succeed today to show people who really Wendell. Mr. Mayor, thank you for having you here with us today, having me to sit with you on beautiful Sunday afternoon in upstate New York, up in CCHA, Clinton County Historical Museum. I really thank you for the time.
No, thanks for having me.
And
I love this building.
I know you do.
I have worked so much. You know how many of these things I've dragged up the stairs?
I saw today you actually dragged your own chair.
Well,
you're one of the people, probably the only one.
All the map cases they got from the library, we actually squeezed into the elevator and we brought up here. I brought them over with my truck.
I'll tell you what.
I love, the folks here are so great.
Yeah.
If I can give my hand anywhere I can, I try to.
Thank you. And thank you for actually carrying that chair. You're the only one that carried that chair. I'm always the one that carried that chair.
Jerry did mention that I should grab a chair.
And you can't say no to Jerry.
No. If you do, you're
in trouble.
Yeah, in trouble.
So, first of all, are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
So where you were born?
Here.
In CCHA?
Yeah. No, actually just at CVPH.
Oh.
Right here in Plattsburgh.
So you lived all your life here?
Every day of my life, yes.
Oh my God.
Proudly.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
So you lived in Plattsburgh?
Mm-hmm.
You grew up in Plattsburgh?
Grew up on Halsey Court, North Beekman Street, and then I went to St. Peter's. We couldn't afford, my parents couldn't afford us to stay in Catholic school after my 5th grade, so we went over to, I transitioned over to middle school.
Mm.
So
you went to MSM? To Plattsburgh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Plattsburgh middle school. In grade school. I went to Clinton Community after.
After?
Yeah.
So you went to Clinton Community?
Yes, I did.
What did you study there?
Law enforcement.
No wonder. And then what did you do after?
I went right into corrections.
How long have you been in the correction?
I did 32 years.
32
Almost
years.
32, just shy of 32 years.
Would you do it again if time goes back?
Yeah. Well, everything's changed. I have no regrets. It was it did well for me. The time frame I was in, it's when you first come back, everybody tells you, 10 years ago was so much better and 20 years ago was better. And I don't know if they're still doing that today, and I'm sure they are, because, they've had a lot of issues in the prisons right now. And I say my prayers for the men and women that work up there every day.
So what is the most that you do, like, every day, that you have one hobby that you do something every day?
I don't know if I have anything, per se. Whatever my wife tells me.
Okay, that's a good answer. I respect you for that.
Well,
You're a smart man saying that.
Yesterday we moved the living room around.
Did you?
Yeah.
How long have you been married?
97.
97.
We started dating. Her kidneys had quit, so she started doing dialysis. And
when you were dating?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she ended up getting a transplant in Vermont.
And, how many years later?
That was 97. We got married in the hospital after the transplant.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more.
I
know it's hard.
I could show you my my wedding picture. She's wearing a pink bathrobe.
So how did you do? No, tell me more.
Seriously, and it was organ transplant month is either March or April, whatever one they used us for everything after that for a while.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty.
So how did you pop the questions? She was at the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more,
she didn't
Mr.
have a
Mayor.
She was stuck.
So how did you do it?
Her brothers and sisters were up, and they're from all over the country, so they just happened to be in town because, anyways, we got married in UVM.
So you asked her, you said, will you marry me, like at the hospital?
Yeah.
And how many days later did you get married?
The next day.
How did you arrange it?
Listen, where there's a will, there's a way, right?
That's so true. But tell us more. Like, how did you arrange it? Like, who got the officiator? Like, how did...
I called some people I know, and we've got a justice of the peace in Vermont, and it was pretty easy. Yeah, it started in Vermont, and then ended up over here after, right?
So, oh my God, this is a beautiful story. And when she said yes, you just get married.
She didn't have a choice, right? It was the best time to do it.
So what's her name?
Pam.
Okay.
Yeah. Pam was a probation officer here at Clinton County for almost 30 years.
Oh.
She retired as a probation officer, and she's been retired for a few years now, so.
And you guys have like cats, dog, kids?
Dog. I have one dog now.
You have one dog now?
We have one dog now.
What's
We've had dogs, but this time we just lost one earlier last year, so now we got Asher, and he's a border collie Pyrenees mix. He's a rescue, and probably the smartest, most stubborn dog we've ever had.
How old is he?
He's 5.
He's 5.
Yeah.
So he's, yeah. Does Wendell wake up sometimes fear or worry about tomorrow or about anything?
Never.
Never? You don't worry about nothing?
Waking up is the best. I worry about not waking up.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
If you wake up in the day, it's going to be a good day. Some days are better than others. But if you don't wake up to experience it, right?
Then it's...
Right. That's the way I always look at it.
Did you ever, when you were grow up, do you have siblings?
I have a sister and 3 brothers.
And you are number?
2.
Okay.
My sister's older than me.
Okay. So you are the middle child kind of thing. Not quiet.
Not really.
Not really.
I wasn't the caboose because my brother was 10 years behind everybody else, right?
Yeah. So do you have a quote that you go by it every day? You say, hey, this is... No?
Not really.
You're not?
No.
Do you have a day in your life that you always remember and it kind of changed who you are?
The day my father passed.
How old are you?
That was January 16, 2003.
Oh.
So he was going to retire that month. He was 61. He would have been 62 January 31st.
And how about your mom?
My mom and dad were both born the same day, 3 years apart. Both January 31st. One was in 44 and one was 41.
So they had the same birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
January 31st. And she passed in 2017.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a best friend? Do you have a best friend that you...
I have a few best friends.
A few?
Yeah. I do. I have some really good people around me, so...
Yes. So do you consider yourself living with abundance and love? Or
Yeah.
do you feel like it could
My
have been
family's really tight too. My brothers have been, if I call Rob or Randy, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
We've always done everything for each other, so.
What's the best memory in life that Wendell had?
I have so many, I don't know if there's one.
What's like something that comes in your head now?
I don't know. It's so hard. There's so many things. I've had my grandparents. We were always so tight with my grandparents, and then you lose them, and then my aunts and my uncles, and I've been blessed. We have such a great family. My Aunt Edith is my last aunt left in Washington, and I love her to death. And she's the last person that can. You find a picture. She's the last person that can tell you who's in that picture, right?
Oh.
So.
See, I love that. Nobody really think about that. Like,
Right.
Who's the last one that can tell us what's in the picture?
Yeah, and she feels guilty because why is it her?
Yeah.
She should feel lucky it's her, right?
That's so true.
Yeah, so it's funny the way things work.
What is like I'm sure you have a great heart. We all do in all of our life. But what's one of those soft spot in his heart, and what is it for?
It's always family,
Always.
right? Always family. Number one thing in the world is family. So
That's where you at.
yeah, I mean, family, friends. I mean, I've always tried. You always try to protect people around you. You never want to see anybody hurt, right?
Yes. And it's the hardest thing when
It
you
is.
can't.
It is. You hear people. Oh, I hate going to those wakes. Oh, nobody likes going. First and foremost, and we go to show our ultimate respect, right?
Yes. But it is.
It's the hardest time people go through, and you have to show up. And my sister lost what would have been my niece. She was 3 months old of SIDS, and that was one of the hardest things that I've ever did. My father couldn't. My dad was a big, strong man, and he couldn't do the arrangements, right?
Yes.
So I had to go and do those, and those are hard. That's so hard to do those things, but you have to do those things. You have to. If somebody doesn't do it, then
who's gonna do it?
you're right.
You know what? I love that, Wendell, that you talk about who's gonna do the arrangement. Nobody really talked about that.
No, and it's hard. Nobody wants to do it. Let's face it. Nobody's sitting there going, "Geez, I can't wait to do these things." But you have to. Somebody's got to do that.
So do you have advice
kinda-
if someone goes through that? What should they do?
Oh.
I'm so glad you opened. I think this is one of the first time someone talks about that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you handle? Okay, you're in charge of the arrangement.
I mean, it's so hard because you have to show that you almost have to show like you're not showing the emotions. You have to hold them in, and it's hard. So I don't know. I mean, we have some great folks around that help you with those things too. We have a couple of funeral homes that are just amazing, and they've been family oriented. They've been in the area for years, and they walk you through a lot of those things. But you still have to go and do those. Somebody has to go there, and you have to pick a casket and these things, and it's heart-wrenching, right?
Yeah. You see, you don't even think about that. I remember
Right.
in the back, like with my previous job, that was one of the hardest things for people is to write an obit.
Yeah.
Like how to write an obituary. Have you ever wrote one before?
Unfortunately, a few, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
a couple of them that, and as the oldest son, it's always, the responsibility comes back to me.
What's the hardest thing you ever faced?
My dad and I were such good friends. Losing him
Was still the
was still
hardest,
one of the
no
hardest.
matter what.
And that baby and the little baby that, I mean, there's, we've also had all kinds of heartache in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those sudden ones, my father, and part of the reason, it hurt so bad was it was sudden. There was no warning, right? I mean, and that's like accidents. When you wake up and you see somebody pass in an accident, somebody is just decimated somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I had the ultimate, compassion for anybody for going through those things.
Because it's just...
Yeah. I mean, like some people say it's easier or hard. It doesn't matter. They all are horrible ways, but the worst to me, like my father not being able to say goodbye or any of those things,
Yeah. So growing up, Mr. Mayor, around Plattsburgh, have you ever been having a hard time in school? Like bullied, or you were the famous kid? Did you sit on the famous table, or did you sit on the...
I always played sports. I mean,
Okay.
playing sports is always a bonus, right? I always played baseball, basketball, football, and loved doing all those things. And, we grew up on the north end of town. We didn't have a lot growing up. I mean, but we did the best we had with what we had.
So would you consider yourself growing up as a middle class?
Yeah, probably lower middle class, but yeah.
So what is your dad did for you?
My dad was a milkman for years. He worked at Bayview Dairy.
Oh, for how long? All his life?
Right, yeah, and then right before they closed.
Okay.
As a kid, I used to go with him. I would deliver out one side of the truck, and then we'd stop to Staley's Grocery in Katyville, and he would give me $1, and I'd go and get comic books and baseball cards, right?
And that's what you used to do?
Yeah.
I love that.
Every weekend, I would love to go anytime we were out of school, I'd go with him. He used to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you wake up with him
Yeah.
at 3?
Go to Bayview Dairy in the morning, and you'd get coffee. It was the best coffee ever. Of course, I was probably 10 years old.
And how long did you do that? Growing up?
Anytime I could go with my dad, I went.
And you go, so what was the routine? Going at 3 in the morning.
You go there, you get the truck, you'd load the truck up. You'd have a list of all the orders that they had. So they'd slide the big, you know, they used to have the green cases.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd slide those on the truck. And then we'd go have coffee. Then you would take off, you would deliver house to house. We used to go house to house. And people used to have the glass jars in the milk boxes. And they'd have a little note saying they'd like an extra half and half or heavy cream. And they'd have the money in there.
Inside the jar.
Inside the little, yeah. Yeah.
And then you just, my God.
I'd come back to him, I'd see my dad, and I'd show him, you know, hey, this. So he would figure it out and give me the change, and I'd bring the change and the heavy cream back.
And then you, oh my
We'd
God.
keep going, you know. He would go one side, I would go to the other.
And but what time you done?
I think we used to get back around noon.
Around
Noon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We used to go to Line Mountain, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
We'd go in the middle of Line Mountain, and he would let me throw chocolate milk to all the kids. So we'd get up there, you know, later in the morning, probably 10 o'clock in the morning, and I would throw chocolate milk to all the kids in Line Mountain.
And the kids will be like,
oh my God, they're crazy. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, you know.
So is that like safe to say that was your happiest, like it's a happy memory
I've had
growing up?
so many great memories. Yeah, that would be one of them. Yeah.
With your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great, I don't think I ever met anyone that did that.
I did.
I don't think anyone that knows,
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
People know.
We used to have 2 dairies here. We had one, Bayview was out in Cumberland Head, and Rosebud Creamery. It was right where Texas Roadhouse. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Roadhouse. I love Roadhouse too. But anyways, but yeah, no, it used to be right there.
Oh.
Rosebud Creamery used to be right there.
So, what did you learn from this experience?
Of that? Well, I learned, my dad always told me, you got to get a civil service job, you know, every day. He told me, he said, you don't want to work like I have, you know, and I did. I took civil service tests and, you know.
And you did it.
Yeah.
What would you tell yourself when you were, now, what would you tell your 20 years old self?
Nothing different.
Nothing.
Seriously.
At all?
No, not really. I mean, I can't. Listen, things could have been better, but things could have been worse. Right? I mean, I've done pretty good. I mean,
you still
surreal. Every day, it's just surreal. I go to City Hall, and it's like, I keep waiting for somebody to say, hey, what are you doing here?
So you really still feel that after?
I never thought I'd be sitting in City Hall, honestly. I mean, it's surreal every day.
Do you feel like your dad will be proud?
I hope so.
He will. You really definitely, with all the memory.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, you know, not having the parents around when we do these things is rough. But, you know, again, like I said, I surround myself with a lot of good people, so.
Yes. And sometimes we do it, like we feel, oh, I want to make my dad proud. But then they're not here.
No, but, you know, you want to believe they are.
Yes.
I do firmly believe they are.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
And I think, so if you have an advice for someone that want to be a mayor one day, or...
Probably you should wait a little, to ask me that maybe afterwards. I'll be honest with you. I just said, a friend of mine was talking about running for office this year. And I told him I said, you better, one thing you have to stand back and you have to understand, he's got a couple of young kids. Mm-hmm. And his wife was there. And I said, you really need to make sure they're in the right place.
Yep.
Because it's really hard. My wife has a really hard time looking at what people write about me on Facebook. And, you know, always, you know, you don't see a lot of positive stuff, you know. And I don't go on Facebook, so it makes it easier.
What's your biggest empathy? Why do you, when you wake up and you say, oh, I have empathy for this, where your honest truth empathy goes to nowadays?
I've got a couple. I mean, it's always the youth and it's always senior citizens.
Yeah.
I don't want to make bad decisions where we raise taxes and I price people out of their homes that have made Plattsburgh what it is today. And the nightmare is to wake up one day and have somebody pick between their medications, their paying their bills and food, you know. And then our kids. I mean, we've got such an opioid problem right now. We have addiction issues. We have mental health issues. We have so many issues. You know, we're bringing the rec program back. And rec is hard because, you know, you're going to lose money with recreation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they say you do, but it is an investment. You know, you have to look at it as an investment into the future.
The quality.
Yesterday we had, you know, yesterday I went over to Memorial Hall. We had the fifth and sixth grade girls. First time the city has been in the county league, and I have no idea how many years. And you know, fifth and sixth grade girls play with the boys, and it was so cool to watch the girls as the game went on. They got more aggressive, and I won't mention the name of the coach. I'd love to, because he's been crazy. He's been amazing. We've done. He has stepped up, and he has just been amazing. You know, it's been a partnership, and we have a new rec person in the city now, and she's doing an amazing job. So, I'm a Plattsburgh State graduate, local. You know, she's a local girl too. So,
what do you think of mental health? Are we doing enough, or should we do more?
we can never do enough.
Yes.
But again, it's so hard to. I mean, mental health is like trying to hit that moving target, right? It changes every day. You look at the autism rates now, and it's, you know, we've been trying to pull a sensory park over at Penfield Park. You know, I've been partners with a lot of the folks. You know, and it's hard when you're the mayor of the city. The city can't be the solution, but we can sure as hell be part of it.
Mm.
So we're working well with all the folks. I mean, we have so many good people. I mean, I won't mention names, though I want to. But some of those folks like NAMI, BHSN, Champlain Valley, I mean, there's so many good people. Clinton County Mental Health, one of my best friends over there. You know, they do so much. And to see the passion. And it's just so hard because, you know, the addictive quality of these drugs today, it's how do we get around that?
What is one
Diversion.
thing passionate about?
That's one of my
biggest
passions.
passion.
Those are my two passions. I mean, you know, we're really working hard on trying to keep kids busy so they don't get in trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, we used to go to parks. We'd go down to Bailey Avenue. They'd have an art contest. And you go down and you do a picture and you hope to hear back, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just different things, making the city a little better every day. And, you know, we need so much infrastructure. There are so many issues in the city that have been ignored through time that, you know, we're trying to get grants and different opportunities because I don't want to price these folks out of their homes.
So I know you have the greatest love for your dad. I'm sure he's a hero for you and to you. Who's your biggest hero after your dad?
Boy, that's tough. I've had so many great school teachers. I've had so many people in my life that have affected me. And I tried to take a little bit of the best of each of them as I go. You know, and there's so many, I hate to name somebody else. Mm-hmm. It's hard because it was one of the things about being the mayor, I've had some of my former teachers reach out.
You know, what did she say?
I've had a lot of them reach out. And they reach out and they tell me, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. And it's so cool.
Yes.
I had one reach out. Just recently we went over to Seton Catholic and we talked to the second graders, which I would do that every day if I could. That is so much fun. They are so unfiltered and it is so natural. They are such great kids. And my gosh. And then I had one of my teachers reach out to me. He goes, man, he said, I was so proud.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you, when you wake up in the morning and you find out you're the mayor, did you cry?
I was at Bobby's Lounge that night when I found out.
Yeah. What did you do?
I mean, I think I was in shock, right?
Mm. And then later on in life, have you had a moment where I want to cry?
No, I mean, listen, like I said, I pinch myself every morning, you know, seriously. And, got some great people in the city too, you know, some really good, Beth Carlin has been And I will have to mention Beth because she's my right hand, right? She's got all the institutional knowledge, and she's one thing Beth does. She protects me every day, you know. So there are so many good people at every stage of my life. I mean, it's so hard to, you know, it's like a second person beside my dad would be my mom. I mean, other than family, which I'm assuming you were asking, I have so many people that, you know.
So what's Kiwanis to you? I know that you were the president.
2 years.
2 years. You were the president of Kiwanis before.
You know how it is. It's so hard to get
And I think
volunteers.
when I first met you, it was through Kiwanis. I mean, the people.
Nancy. Nancy Church.
You can mention her.
I will say
she's
Nancy
no
Church.
trouble.
No, but no, it's just Kiwanis. I got involved because of the kids. I mean, it's you know, helping every child, one child at a time.
Yes.
And I just love that. You know, we started Pump, Pass, and Kick a couple years ago, and you know, going with Nancy to the schools, the dictionaries is just incredible. Really, I mean, some of the things I've done with them, and it just makes you feel good, you know.
So you've been the president for 2 years?
I was. Now
I know.
Yeah, we have a new one this year, yeah.
Yes.
And she's doing a great job.
And you stayed the total years with them? It was 2 years?
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing that makes you happy going there?
The people. It's the people. I mean, let's face it. And then, you know, doing with the things we do, the bike block parties and these, it's just is so much fun. It is so much fun. We have such a great area that, you know.
Around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in
Yeah.
Do you have a hobby?
I don't have a lot of hobbies. I have 50 hobbies. I love woodworking. I like doing a lot of different things, but I'm like a jack of all, master of none. I used to do a lot of construction work. Done a little bit of everything in my life, and I don't have anything. I'm so busy right now with, you know, we have you know, a lot of things going on right now. So
You're not. Do you like watching movies?
I don't have time.
You have to watch movies.
I can't even tell you the last movie I watched.
You can't.
No, you know, my wife was going through radiation treatments a few years ago, and we were down in New York City.
She's good now?
Yes, God. Yes, thank God. We were down in New York City. We rented a townhouse, and we rented a townhouse. We were down in Clayson Point in the Bronx. Right across from, you could look across. I could look across the water, and you could see LaGuardia, and I could look to the right, and I could see the whole New York City skyline. At night, the sun would go over the city. I got some really cool pictures of the sunset over New York City. It was really, so we were down there for 3 months. And
You stayed down there for radiation for 3 months?
yeah, I mean, we had 2 dogs. We found an Airbnb, and it just worked out for us. We came home every now and then, but for the most part, we stayed there.
So is it safe to say that you were having a scary moment for your wife in the last few years?
She's been through so much that it doesn't, I just always assume she's Superman.
Oh.
Right? Seriously.
I love that's how you go. That's how you keep going.
Yeah. I mean, she's got, her kidneys have shut down. She's had skin cancer a couple of times. Then the tumor behind her eye came back. It was the second time is when we ended up in New York City.
Oh.
So it's just, I guess, you know, anyway.
And the way you deal with it is, you know, she's a Superman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just learned something. You can just go with that.
You know, as long as we never find out what kryptonite is, we're good. Right?
Yeah. And you built it in memory in New York City.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I brought my dogs with me. My brother lives over in Queens, which he's like, they're right there in New York City. Well, it ain't right there.
Mm-hmm.
Takes an hour and a half some days to get there, right? So I have this one little way I could go up. There was an Aldi's, Olive Garden, and a TJ Maxx. I was good.
It's like I took the
I was good.
Like
I'd go to Olive Garden. You get the dinner with the $6 sidekick.
Yes.
So you're good.
And then you were good. So what else did you do down there?
Oh my God! I walked the dogs every day. We had a park behind us.
Mm.
We had a beautiful park, and it was so cool. I would walk around the park, and we'd walk around the townhouse community. There was a trail system down there. Some days a little bit sketchy, but it was New York City.
So did you guys do vacations in the last 30 years?
Oh my God! I haven't been on vacation in probably 5 years now.
5 years now.
But yeah, it's been a while.
But the last vacations was New York City.
Yeah. No, we have a motorhome too. I bought a motorhome so I can bring the dogs with us.
Mm.
So
where?
one of my dogs had cancer a few years ago, and I promised him he would swim in the Gulf of Mexico, and he swam in the Gulf of Mexico before he died. Yes, he did.
That's
right. We went down to Pensacola Beach, and there's a dog beach right on Pensacola Beach, and he had mast cell tumors, and so we tried 4 or 5 different types of chemo. We tried it all, but he did. I brought him down there.
Did you sit in front of him and said, "I'm gonna make you swim there"?
We talked one day, and I told him I promised, and I promised. Listen.
I get it.
I made it true.
How did you feel seeing him swimming?
Oh, I show you the pictures. It was so cool.
So what's your favorite place to go and visit for vacation?
I would say that, listen, the Plattsburgh in this area is so pretty. I mean, let's face it, it's hard. But if I do go away, I do like the Gulf of Mexico. I like that Pensacola area. You
play golf?
I used to more so than I do now. I don't have time.
You don't?
Never really cared for it that much anyway. It's fun, but it's, I don't know.
You rather play like basketball?
Yes. And pickleball. I love playing pickleball too.
You do?
That's fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I heard about it. I want to try it once.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I'm telling you. They just got really competitive. I was playing for a while when I first started, and then I haven't played in a few years, so I got to start again. So.
Would you rather sit by yourself or with people?
What time of the day?
I love that answer. Yeah.
During the day I got to be around people. In the evening, I like to be left alone sometimes. Mm-hmm.
I think that's a perfect answer.
Bring the dogs. I love my dogs. My dogs have always been. We always had 2 dogs, and this is the first time we've had 1 dog in a long time. And,
Are you guys thinking about getting another one?
No.
No. You
done? It hurts too bad.
Yes.
It hurts. We have had some great dogs, and we bring them camping with us a lot. We'll go up on the Seaway. I love going up on the Seaway. It's a short run from here. We'll go up to Robert Moses and go to, what's the one right past, just on the other side of the sea. Anyways, they're both right on the Seaway. I love watching it. I could sit and watch those ships all day.
Yeah.
It's so relaxing.
And it's one of a kind. Like that spot.
Well, in Robert Moses, if you get one of the sites in the back, you can watch the ships go into the Eisenhower locks. Mm-hmm. They go into the lock system right there. It is so cool. I mean,
what is one thing you want to, if you tell people who you really are, and I know it's hard for you to talk about yourself, but how do you describe yourself?
Hopefully it's positive, right? When if I start complaining and I check myself, right? I don't want to be that person that complains all the time. And, sometimes the society we live in sometimes makes us more negative, and I don't want to be a negative person, right?
Yeah.
So I work really hard on being positive. If I walk around as the mayor of the city of Plattsburgh with a negative attitude all day, how does that look? How do I represent the city?
So do you get your mental health gets tired sometime and needs to work on it? How's your mental health?
I think it's okay.
I think
it's okay.
The truth. How's your mental health?
I think it's good. I mean, I think it's good.
Do you have a trick? Do you have a low moment?
We always have low moments.
Yeah.
We always do. Or some days I come home and I have a moment.
How'd you get out of it?
My wife usually knocks me out of it.
Mm.
How's that?
Yeah, that's a good answer.
She usually does. You know what? I've got so many good things in my life that I can come home because one thing was bad. I still have a million good things, right? So as long as those million good things
It's good.
outweigh those bad things, there's always going to be a smile at the end of the day.
So I think we're almost running out of time, but I have a
So,
few questions for you before we get out. Steak or chicken?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
You're going to have to order one order now. Steak or chicken?
I'm going to Roadhouse and I can get steak and chicken.
All right. That's a different answer. No one else. All right. Good for you.
Then I can have 2 meals.
That's I like that.
The steak. I like both. So.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Beer. What's your favorite sport to watch?
Football.
What's your favorite music, Mr. Mayor?
I don't listen to a lot of music.
You don't? So if you drive along...
106.7.
All right. So really,
More classical. More
classical.
70s, 80s, my guess, would be, but we do have a couple, the kids, when the kids are in the truck now,
Yeah.
I have to have country music because they both like country music.
Yes.
So I have to be respectful.
For that.
Yes.
So how about, like, if you... Do you have a favorite actor?
Probably De Niro.
De Niro?
Yeah.
You like De Niro? I can tell.
Well, Clint Eastwood. Actually, I should have said Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
Nobody remember a lot about him.
Listen, I have the uncut version of Josie Wales. And
Oh,
I can
really?
never stop watching it.
That is, yes, that's one of the greatest things.
It is one of the greatest. He made a bunch of them. Even the last one. What was one of the last ones he made when he got shot at the end? He saved the family and they were being
With the big truck and
he had the car.
kind of like in the
he had
desert.
the fast car and he took the young kid in. And oh my God, that was good. I love that. Oh my God.
Now you're gonna make me like go and
Yeah, Clint Eastwood though. I'd have to say De Niro's good too. I mean, listen, if you see, there's certain movies in time I can't go by. Forrest Gump.
No.
How can you go past Forrest Gump?
Don't say that. I'm not gonna even say it because it's about you. But you like Forrest Gump?
Who doesn't?
Some people don't.
Really? I can't go past it.
So why do you like Forrest Gump?
I just love it. I mean, listen, life is like a bowl of cherries, right?
Yeah. You know what? I love Forrest Gump?
Why?
Because it's like all of us.
Yeah.
You have a life and it ends, and then you start a new one that has nothing to do with the first part.
Here's another one. Pretty Woman.
Oh, yeah.
How can you go by that, right?
Pretty Woman. I mean, Seriously.
It was my mom's favorite movie. So that's always reminds me of my mother, too.
So you would watch it again instead of watching something new?
Without a doubt.
I learned something new about you today with the Forrest Gump one.
I love Forrest Gump. And, Tom Hanks did a lot. The Green Mile was amazing. That was a really good movie.
He's the only one that you can watch with no other actors in the movie.
Yeah. No, Kevin Costner was good for a long time, too.
Yes.
The Yellowstone. I love that Yellowstone series.
You're like, it's great stuff.
Yeah. But I would have, if I had to see one movie, it would be The Outlaw Jones.
You are doing great, the best you can. We appreciate you because sometimes we don't understand how hard for everyone is doing what they have to do until you really actually do what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, as we always say, and that the reason for this podcast is to set up an example. Obviously, you are our leader. We take the leaders here, talk to them, to show the young youth how they become a leader, and to also show that it takes a leader a lot of work to be a leader. And that we're all human. We
Yeah.
face everything as
Never-
everyone else.
But never cut yourself short either.
Yes.
Never cut yourself short.
How about your
You know,
own personal dream? Do you have one?
I live it every day. How's that?
I love that.
Seriously, I mean, you know, I've traveled all across the country, been to the Grand Canyons, been, you know, on the West Coast, been up and down the West Coast. I haven't been under a redwood tree yet.
Mhm.
So that's coming. I've done the whole South. I've been through Texas, and, you know, this is such a beautiful country.
I was just going to ask you, where did you travel? So have you traveled outside the States?
There's so many things to do here in the
Yes.
States. I don't
Absolutely.
leave. Canada, we've done a lot in Canada, like Nova Scotia and all that. I love Nova Scotia.
What's your favorite place? What's your favorite state in the United States?
I love them. Man,
Number, I mean, all good, but like something that you remember.
that
most
panhandle
of-
in Florida, just that white sand is so. There's something about the sound of the Gulf of Mexico rolling in at night. It's just, I find it so peaceful.
Mhm.
You know, I just love it. I mean, I like that, but there's some other areas. I mean, we were out in the West Coast. The Pacific Ocean's gorgeous. We went down to Lake Havasu in Arizona. That's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We went there because they disassembled the London Bridge
Mhm.
and they reassembled it there in Lake Havasu. So we went to see the London Bridge in Lake Havasu. So.
I think it was.
And I saw Roadrunner, which was probably one of the coolest things I've seen out there.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Wendell, I personally have a lot of respect for you. Thank you for coming here today
Thank you for having me.
to share with us who you really are as a person. We need more time. I want you to promise to come back. We can talk about particular issues in a later time. But
Okay.
for now, I thank you from the bottom of my heart
All right.
for
Thank
everything
you.
you've been doing for
No,
us.
thank you, too.
You are our mayor. And I thank you, sir.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We got another dose of meal.
That's just outside of that.
Yeah.
So, everyone in upstate New York, Clayton County, all the county around the North Country, thank you for watching this. And please be ready to tell us your story. Have a good night, everyone.